Hi, I'm Katie from What Katie Did, and happy Christmas! We made it! I hope you're managing to spend some quiet time away from work and you'll be able to relax with your loved ones this Christmas, and also spend some time to reflect on 2019 and what you've got planned for 2020. As the year draws to a close, I always like to spend time this year to reflect on what's happened over the previous months, and to really set a plan of intention for the year ahead. All in all, it's been a pretty good year at What Katie Did. We've had a great amount of fun, but we've also had a few challenges. And in the first half of the year, we had a burglary in our London boutique, and it was actually an armed robbery. It was a robbery with intent, and the person who broke in, he could, I mean, he could have been armed with a fountain pen, we don't know, but because he was pointing something, the police saw it as armed with intent or an armed robbery. So that was extremely scary for everyone involved, especially Chloe, who was in the shop by herself at the time. And it's just this awful thing to happen. We've never had anything like that happen before. I mean, we've had a couple incidents when we were on Melrose in LA, but not actually involving a person. It's when someone comes into your space. And also Chloe had spoken to him before, which made it doubly worse. That I said to her afterwards, was there anything that would have stood out about this guy? And she was like, no, we were having a chat the day before, and everything seemed fine. So it's just a horrific thing to happen, and it really did knock us all for six. For a few months afterwards, our London boutique was only open by appointments. And I have seen on a few forums recently where people have said, oh, What Katie Did, they're only open by appointment, as if we're so far up our own bums. That's the reason why. And it's frustrating because I didn't want to go into too much detail at the time while the investigations were going on and everything, and make it sound a lot worse than it was. But it really was awful. And unfortunately, Chloe is no longer with the company. She left a few months ago. And it's just horrible for anyone to be put in that situation, as I'm sure you're aware. If you've ever been broken into, it's just it's like a personal attack on you. More recently, I've been personally attacked on social media for being too inclusive, if you can believe such a thing. At What Katie Did, we've always had a very, very diverse customer base, and this is what makes having a shop so special, is because we get to meet you face to face. And we really do have such a wide range of customers. The only thing that we all have in common is a love of vintage glamour. And when you look at glamour, it's very much, it was all about artifice, it's all about make-believe and just embellishments. So we don't care if your idea of glamour is dressing up for an hour, a day, or a lifetime. If you've got a love of glamour, then you're welcome at What Katie Did, and we have great fun with our team and our customers, serving them in the shops and making them feel fantastic. And we just want to make you feel as great as you possibly can, no matter what age you are, what sex you are, or what size you are. It doesn't matter to us at all. And I've been in situations in our shop where we have had a diverse range of customers in the shop, and we've had some what I call straight-laced customers walk in, and I've been thinking, oh my goodness, what's going to happen here? And everyone has had an absolute ball. So I see our shops as a safe space for everyone. And I know it's hard for some of you to actually walk through the door of a boutique where you're going to get one-to-one service, because it's not exactly anonymous. But believe me, if you get through the door, that's the hard thing. And once you're through, then you'll have a great time, and we'll really enjoy interacting with you. And at What Katie Did, because we're a small company, an indie company, we're pretty diverse within the company as well. We're not all vintage people. We range and have different styles and different interests. So while it's enjoyable learning from you guys, it's the same within the company, having chats with each other and learning about each other as well. While the first part of the year had its challenges, and there's a few things I won't go into, but if you run your own business, you always know there's things that sometimes don't go that smoothly, and that was definitely the case for the first half of the year. But the second half of the year has been absolutely amazing, and we've had our best ever October, followed by our best ever November and hopefully our best ever December. So we've been crazy busy, and we really haven't had chance to think or reflect on anything. It's just been so busy, but we've all had great fun, and we probably will be recruiting at a starter level both in LA and the UK next year. So if you know anyone who's looking for a job, whether they're returning to work or whether they're young, just left school, please bear them in mind, because we're going to see how it goes the first few weeks in January, because we're always worried about whether things will go down in January. But looking at history, everything just keeps going up. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be adding to our team very early next year. This year I've spent a lot of time in our LA boutique, as I always do, and also it was fun to get out on the road. We do the Goodwood Revival Fest and we also do Retro Fest, and it's always nice to get out and meet people and also see what everyone else is doing. And the vintage scene is quite small and everyone really knows each other, so it's always nice to catch up and have a chat and see what we've been missing. And that's, again, it makes things really special. It's very important for us not to be just online, because if you're just online, you do get a skewed sense of reality and you do miss out on an awful lot. And it's actually when I'm on the shop floor or when I'm interacting with other vintage brands, that's the best feeling. That's what's really fun, is getting to know everyone and having chats. And I can remember talking to people in the lingerie industry when we used to do trade shows. Is the trade shows where you're supposed to be selling to fancy shops. That's not the exciting bit. The exciting bit is actually catching up with everyone on the lingerie scene and having a chat about who's doing what and finding out all the gossip. What Katie did wouldn't be what Katie did without our amazing team. We do absolutely everything in-house, from the photography to packing your orders to the design. Everything's done in-house in one place, and this is what makes what Katie did very, very special. I was listening to Terry talking to a customer on the phone a few minutes ago before I came up here, and someone was asking her about why we didn't do larger sizes, and she said, well, actually I'm the designer. And so it's amazing to be able to, you phone up and you don't know who you're talking to, but I might answer the phone or Terry will answer the phone. You'll be talking to someone who really knows everything inside and out. So that's what makes what Katie did special. And everyone here has gone above and beyond this year. It's been an amazing year, and I'm really proud of everyone who makes up part of our team. And of course, I must thank you guys as well, because again, without you, we wouldn't be here. And I shouldn't really say this, but I know I've said that we have our shops and we get to know you in the shops, but we actually, if you order online, we actually get to know your names online as well. And we do pick out regular customers, and we do take note of you, and we do care about you. So it's not going to an anonymous fulfillment centre. It is actually with us downstairs, and we really take care of what you're doing, and we really do appreciate your business. Moving forward to 2020, we've got some very exciting news coming up soon. So I'll be catching up with you on New Year's Day for the big reveal of that. So I hope you'll catch up with me then. And in the meantime, I'm wishing you a very peaceful and happy Christmas. And I'll see you in a few days. So take care.